Chris Panks here from Rapid Mortgage, and welcome to NFL Panks Picks Playoff Edition. First, to recap last week, finished with a 3-2 record. Las Vegas kind of missed on that pick. Kansas City put it to them. They really didn't show up to play. Same thing with New Orleans, up 7-0 at halftime. End up losing to Carolina at home. But I got some great picks for the playoffs. I'm really excited. Let's head to the whiteboard. All right, guys, playoff edition. Let's dive right in. We got the first game on the slate. We got Seattle going to San Francisco. Seattle's a 9.5-point favorite, teetering around 10 points. I think this line is going to go up a little bit before kickoff. Really like San Francisco here. Seattle just hasn't impressed me. I mean, last time they played a couple weeks ago, I think it was a 21-13, 8-point win for San Francisco. This is the playoffs. Things are different in the playoffs. We're going to roll with San Francisco minus that 9.5. Then we got the Chargers heading into Jacksonville. The Jags came on strong late to make the playoffs, beat Tennessee with a pick 6 in the final game of the season. The Chargers have kind of been on the other side, had that number 5 spot locked up for a while. Losing Mike Williams right before the playoffs is going to hurt that offense. We're going to roll with the hot hand. We're going to roll with the Jags, plus the 2 points. And then we got Miami going into Buffalo. Same thing, Buffalo hasn't really blown anyone out in the last couple weeks. Miami needed that last game of the year win to get into the playoffs. Tua's out. I don't know what they're going to do at quarterback. 13 points is a lot, but if we look at last year's playoffs, only 2 of the playoff games in the first round were decided by 7 points or less. The rest were, double-digit wins. I think Buffalo has a huge game, blows the doors off Miami, and gets that easy W. Probably a 20-point win here. And then we got the Giants going into Minnesota. Again, Minnesota has just been up and down. You really don't know what you're going to get with them. The Giants sat everyone last week. The game didn't really matter too much for them. End up covering late. I like the G-men. I like Daniel Jones, Barkley to keep it close. I don't know if they're going to win. They might win. I think this is kind of an upset waiting to happen. We're going to roll with the Giants plus the 3. And then we got Baltimore going into Cincinnati. We saw this game last weekend. I think Lamar's still going to be out. The Bengals are hot right now. Joe Burrow, that offense has things rolling. Baltimore just doesn't have answers offensively. I think Cincy gets ahead early, keeps it up, and blows the doors off them. We're going to take Cincy minus the 8. I'd even take this up to about 10 points. And then the big one Monday night, we got Dallas minus 2.5 going into Tampa Bay. Tampa looked really good last week. Dallas, opposite. Had the worst game of the year against the Redskins, got blown out of that game. There was a chance they could win the division, get that 1 seed. It didn't happen that way. I think this is a huge game for Dak, for Mike McCarthy. Need this win. If not, there's going to be a lot of changes in Big D, but I like Dallas to really come out strong and do this the right way. So we're going to take Dallas minus the 2.5. And then with college football season being over, I know we took TCU last week. Bad call. They did not show up to play. Georgia just completely destroyed them. Probably the worst national championship game we've seen, worst I've seen in my lifetime. So this week we're going to try something different with, sports betting being legal in Ohio now. We're going to start off our new series with Panks Parlay of the Week. So we're going to look at these NFL games and we're going to do the first half lines. So we're going to take San Francisco minus 5.5, Cincinnati minus 4.5, and Dallas and Tampa over 22.5 points for the first half as our first 3-team parlay of the year. Really strong feeling on these games. I think San Fran, Cincinnati are going to get off to early leads, and I think Dallas is, going to give up some points. I think they're going to score some points. So here's our first Panks parlay of the year, 3-teamer. So let's get at it. All right, guys, there you have it. There's my picks of the week. And remember, for all your mortgage pre-approval needs, bet on a winner, bet on the Penguins team from Rapid Mortgage. Thanks, guys.